the Taj Mahal sees 7 to 8 million tourists a year. Do you see that?
I'm not an emotional person, but like when we first saw it, when we walked through that first like archway, I almost teared up. I mean, it's spectacular.
The best way to see the Taj Mahal is to
watch through the video to see our 5 tips on the best way to see the Taj Mahal. And we think they're pretty good because I feel like we're experienced after 30 minutes. But let's go see the Taj Mahal. Good morning and welcome to our only day in Agra, India. And today we are doing one thing and one thing only, and that is going to the Taj Mahal. Our alarms went off at 4:30 in the morning because we want to be one of the first people in. But as we're walking, there's already carts full of foreign people. Gotta start earlier. But more on tickets when we get inside. We just got our tickets, we just got our shoe slips, and there are gigantic groups already, so our goal is to get ahead of all of them. We were not the first in, but the first like maybe 150 people, so maybe that's a win. As usual, you get separated at security. Ladies go one way, gentlemen go the other way. Wow, that was fast, there she is. But you can buy the tickets ahead of time online, which I recommend if you come a little bit later, but you have to buy them before 6 p.m. the day before. I learned that last night, but more on that later.
And I see the Taj Mahal. We have to pass by this like beautiful red gate before we go in there.
Surreal.
I'm speechless.
Let's go check this thing out. The Instagram versus reality of the Taj Mahal is people are fighting over that spot right there, which is actually kind of funny.
It's so romantic.
Keep dreaming. I just can't get over this. I mean, people have talked about like how magical it is to see it for the first time, and I mean, look at that. Just give you that view. I'll walk backwards for you. It's amazing. Okay, so for the first of 5 tips of the best ways to see the Taj Mahal, the first one is to stay overnight because the day trip from Delhi is going to take you a long time. It's going to be like 8 hours in the car. There are tons of hotels all over Agra, and there's also another reason why you want to stay overnight, but that's going to be in the next tip.
Tip number 2 is to get here between 4:30 and 5 a.m. The gates open for the Taj Mahal 30 minutes before sunrise, and we recommend being one of the first people in. And that is why tip number 1 of staying the night before is so important. Boot up. Suit up. No, not so good. Let's go into the Taj. I don't think there's any filming inside, but we're still gonna check it out anyway.
Now everyone is fighting for that photo, so that's why you get here early. That was so beautiful and just incredible, and unfortunately we couldn't take any video or photo, but the 2 tombs of Sharjah and his wife, who this is all for, are buried on the inside, and it was magnificent. I think we spent like 20 minutes just sitting in there. Most people just walk around. You just kind of like realize where you're at and why you're here. I mean, you came a distance to come to here, the Taj Mahal. Another fun fact I read was that for every 1 foreign tourist, there's 100 Indian tourists. But after coming here this morning and seeing how many foreign tourists there are, I don't know how true that is.
So I also heard someone say, like one of the tour guides here, say that they get 20,000 tourists in the morning or the day. I'm not really sure, but it's something like that. I'm trying to listen in to all of the French and all of the English tours that are going on all around so that we don't have to pay for them.
As we sit here and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful view, let me tell you tip number 3. Tip number 3 is be prepared, because you cannot bring anything in. You cannot bring a tripod, a microphone, or anything. You can literally bring your camera and no spare batteries. And to add on to being prepared, there's only 3 things you're allowed to bring in. You can only bring in one camera, your cell phone, and a bottle of water, which they provide for you at the beginning, which is included in the ticket. And they also give you the booties to go into the mausoleum. You are allowed 1 small bag, but you can't bring phone chargers, battery chargers. You cannot bring anything in. So honestly, don't even bring a bag in, because they definitely search it and they'll probably make you check it. So just camera, phone, water bottle.
What do you think, babe?
This is so stunning. Beautiful. I mean, it's...
Apparently Agra is the city of love. Did you know that? That's not true. I love you all the time, babe. Tip number 4 for the best ways to see Taj Mahal. Make sure you take a couple of photos where you first walk in and then skip it. Go all the way to the back and to the right where no one is in the morning. But I would recommend the right side because there's less scaffolding and less like gates up. So definitely go in, walk by where all the people are, and go right to the sides.
Another fun fact I read about the Taj Mahal is that it's completely made out of marble and precious stone. If you see the patterns in the marble, they look like little flowers or something. Those are all precious stones, like rubies, emeralds, you know, all that. Whatever other precious stones I didn't mention are.
Tip number 5 for the best way to see the Taj Mahal.
Now tip number 5 might be kind of obvious, but it's honestly just enjoy yourself. Find a nice place to sit and just stare at the Taj Mahal, because it is spectacular. It is one of the 7 wonders of the world, and it is just truly, it's like breathtaking. I think that's the only way to describe the Taj Mahal. It is breathtaking.
Just embrace it.
Yeah.
Don't get too mad at people who are trying to take their photos. Try not to let the mass crowds get so frustrating to you. One of my favorite things about travel is this moment right now that we're experiencing, when we are like really just reminded of where we are and what we're doing, and these like super surreal and sentimental moments are like some of my favorite things about travel. I'm sure if you've done travel too, you know exactly what I'm feeling. You know that moment when you're just like sitting there or you're doing something and you're just like, I can't believe this is real life. This is that time.
What are you doing?
Don't worry, I got a really good turning shot. If you don't know, the emperor built this beautiful memorial for his most favorite wife of the time, and he wanted their love to live on by building her this beautiful memorial and mausoleum and mosque for her. It took 16 years to complete, and it was completed in 1648. This emperor is kind of known to be the emperor who really started modern India. It is currently 8:45 and not that crowded. We were surprised. We thought it was gonna be much more crowded, but maybe like in the afternoon for people who are doing day trips.
2 things, it's starting to get very, very crowded, and so we were about to leave, and we just finished filming everything we need to film for the video, and the battery is literally about to die, like blinking like, change me, change me. But we could not recommend the Taj Mahal enough, even though it does need to be recommended, because it is one of the 7 wonders of the world, and it is magnificent. Like I don't know how many times I said magnificent in this video, but I wish we could stay here all day.
But we hope you enjoyed this video and found it very helpful for when you come and visit the Taj Mahal. Tonight we are heading on an overnight train to Ramnagar, which we'll go into a little bit more on the next video. But if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, like, comment, do all the things. And until next time, we will see you on the go.
But you can buy the tickets ahead of time.
This mausoleum was built by Sharjah, which is the first Mughal emperor, I think.
He was the second.
He was the first. I don't remember.
But you're gonna have to watch through this video to see our 5 tips to seeing. But you're gonna have to watch the. But throughout this video, we're gonna give you 5 tips to see. Trying to take a photo, and these are kind of ruining the photo. Okay, so the first tip of the 5 to. Okay, so the first tip of 5 to. Can you see me now? Good. Can't see.
Okay, ready? Oh my gosh. I have to start over. People are staring at me and I have to start over.